Hello everybody and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I am John MugiwaraJM, and let's continue. If you've been keeping up on the archive channel, you may have noticed that I have now officially completely finished the Academy War arc forever. I am never playing those parts ever again. I never have to. Even if I want to do the Silver Snow route, I'm all done. I never have to repeat that shit all over again. And since we're on the Black Eagles route, the story totally changes from the Blue Lions and Golden Deer route. So yeah, I am just now, a little bit earlier today, I got up to the part where you basically betray Rhea in the Holy Tomb, and now I'm going to war with the Church of Saros. So without further ado, I've talked to everybody already, and you guys will see tomorrow morning, this time, everything that led up to that in the archive. I was in the middle of exporting it before we started. But let's just get things going. The Battle of Garreg Mach. Emperor Edelgard has declared war on the Church of Saros and the crest-dominated world it has created. Her first move is to topple the most prominent symbol of the Church's dominance, Garreg Mach. We're going to go destroy our school, boys and girls. And I did make a separate file in case I want to do the opposite route where I join the Church of Saros and pretty much go after everybody. Outset of a power struggle.
We will soon arrive at Garreg Mach Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
Like murdering them.
I'm thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I mean, there are some people I wish I could have recruited, but oh well.
I will fight and win. How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding
Resident supervillain, you lead.
the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Saros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
We will not lose.
Naturally, with both Her Majesty and yourself on our side, defeat is impossible.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
So yeah, if you haven't been keeping up, Edelgard's now the Emperor of Adrestia, and she's declared war on pretty much anybody that opposes her. Why? Well, we'll find out with time. I mean, I feel like I have an inkling as to why, but probably because she's experimented on with her crest, but oh, thank you. I forgot to replenish my battalions. Thanks, game. Wow, pretty wild to be on the opposite side this time after 2 playthroughs of being up by the castle. Alright, who did they load me in with? Annette is my my adjutant. Edelgard has Sylvain. Hubert has Dorothea. Ferdinand has nobody. And then these guys sit on the side. Okay. I'm pretty okay with that. And I think I reforged everybody's weapons appropriately. So let's take down the church. Okay, so we just lose if everybody dies.
Friends, our opportunity for victory will come. But first, we must see to our defenses.
Sateth, I hate to go against
These
you.
defenders
You
are
were a
trying to
good
stall
dad.
for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary of ambushes as well.
Ladislava is being pushed on the left flank. We must push back with equal force.
Okay, so I don't control them. I just control my crew.
I got this.
Yeah, Raphael, you go up front.
As you wish.
Hubert, go back him up because we got some axemen and you're better with them. Linhart, you too.
Stay focused.
As for me, I should probably protect the magic men.
I will prevail.
Bernie, let's get you on the arm point. Or at the very least, kill the guy there first. Nice dodge.
I thought I was dead.
I'm excited to be playing this game finally
I
again.
will get the victory.
Now that I'm on unknown territory. Petra, you back her up. Edelgard, let's decide what we're going to do with you next. Gaspar can go over here.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I'm sure you are. Go over here.
Ready.
And let's put Ingrid up high. And Edelgard? Go with the main crew. Good dodge. There we go. Hey, Kokolo, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're finally on new material in Fire Emblem. Even though now we're on the opposite side of a chapter we've seen twice. Just woke up from a nap. I feel that. I had a nap today if I didn't sleep all night last night. Very wise. Oh, you could have taken out that point guy if necessary. Bernadette doesn't have enough moves to get there right now, but that's okay. Hubert can probably reach one of them now. Huh, pretty much everything works on them. Fry their asses.
Hardly worth my time.
Oh, we basically took that guy out. Edelgard can chop this one up.
Witness my power.
Can Raphael take this guy down? Yes. I keep forgetting to upgrade his class. Oh well, time skip will do it.
Making my muscles proud.
I want to see if Ferdinand had any Never mind. I was gonna, because I wanted to see if any of them had a good enough bow skill to run the ballista, but I guess none of them. Only person I have is Bernadetta, but I'm gonna move her there in just a second. Oh, are we gonna kill Gilbert tonight? That's not gonna feel good. I like that guy. And that mage could use some help.
Thanks.
You fought well.
A change for the better.
Oh. He told me to be wary of ambushes and I didn't listen.
Now! Hidden soldiers, attack!
Oh shit. That's a good thing I have 4 hits.
Plenty more where that came from.
You're better than I thought.
Now you know your limits.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to vote in my poll that just got posted on the chat
One step
for what's going to be my game after this. It's in a 4-way tie.
I will get stronger still.
Missed.
I'd rather be napping.
You voted months ago? Yeah, it's because we've been on this game way too long. This game has done nothing to appease the burnout I've been feeling from streaming.
I'm shocked you made it easy.
Well, I like what you see.
If we don't get a winner by the end of the, this playthrough, I'm going to put it to the wheel. But whatever I play will probably get put on hold as soon as Persona 5 Royal comes out. Seteth.
Traitor! I will not forgive you for turning on Rhea. Just the hindrance.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Forgive me, everyone.
Fuck that. That was a bad call.
Stay focused.
Was that a 5% crit rate? I'm just gonna go with a regular ass attack.
Traitor!
Or Gambit.
I will...
Now's our chance.
It missed.
Stay focused.
Just regularly attack him, please.
Traitor!
No, he didn't do it! I did it again! Wasting my divine pulses.
Stay focused. No hesitation. Each battle, a chance to grow. We must all do our part.
Truly amazing.
Oh, that's right. From putting renown into the statues, I got more. Okay. So I thought I only had 8, and then I was down to 6. Or 5.
Oh no.
Why did you use that unbreakable wall? God damn it. Use it on somebody that matters.
No.
Oh, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it.
Get the
Forget it.
victory.
A little too trigger happy tonight.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
Put me in there.
No, he can't use it. Ah. Yeah, my baby's playing Pokemon.
You shall not pass. I will protect Garrick Mom.
Oh no, Flame's gonna die. The precious little bean. Or maybe not, because she's really, really strong. I read apparently the only way you can let them live is if you fight them as Byleth. I want Hubert to take care of Gilbert.
I will prevail.
I think I should take care of the sides before I even try anything. Oh, he will destroy me. Fuck that.
You should be honored. Battle.
No, you gotta heal Petra.
I thank you.
Ready.
Greatness awaits me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Once I'm done with this, I can go back to playing Pokemon. And also working on Persona 5, which I am very close to platinuming. The only problem is going to be the boss fight with Carolyn and Justine, which I actually did attempt recently. It's not easy.
Unfortunately, you must die here. You should never have defied the goddess.
Bye bye, Gilbert.
Not enough. Child's play.
Shit.
I'm grateful.
Oh, Raphael can use it? Well, I'm gonna stick him there.
Only a fool challenges me.
Rarely any secret fight is easy. Yeah. How far are you in one of your Pokemon games anyway? On Shield, I just beat Raihan.
Not enough. Child's play.
I stopped playing Pokemon around the time that Byleth was announced and this DLC for this game was announced because I was like, oh shit, I have a time limit. I thought I had way more time for this game, but I did not. Because I'm not done with this game when we're done with Black Eagles. Remember, we got the DLC coming. Alright, Flane. It was nice knowing you. I'm sorry for all those times I called you a porcelain doll, but you gotta go.
Professor, why? Do you not see the cruelty of this?
Ooh.
It's over.
A little overkill, but
Must protect Garrick Mach.
Retreat while you still can, Flame. I beg you.
Understood. Stay safe, brother.
oh fuck. Oh, that's right. He's with us.
Don't worry, we're allies now. I understand you must have many questions, but they'll have to wait until after the battle.
I forgot he was on our side. Well, his morale's like way down now, I'm sure. Leave Petra there for now.
Well done.
Missed? Obviously, you're a bit ahead of me. Well, I actually just stopped just because I'm playing too many games at once, and I'm trying to get this one done as soon as humanly possible. Now let's aggro that guy out of here. That did fuck all, but she got points anyway.
I will show no mercy to anyone who attacks Rhea.
Uh-oh.
So shameful.
Punch that horse.
Strength in action. Huh.
Nope, that's a bad idea. Bye, Gilbert.
In my master's name, I cannot allow myself to fall here. I must withdraw.
You will survive this hardship. Just hold on.
Alright, Bernadette, it's time for you to leave. Go to this one instead.
Just a hindrance.
Uh-oh.
Not taking me seriously?
We're getting our asses beat. And now I have you cornered.
Traitor! I will not forgive you for turning on Rhea.
Finally.
I cannot yield.
And here she comes.
Set it. Flame. Gilbert. You put your lives on the line to protect us. I would have preferred to have more time to prepare, but we cannot delay any longer. Come forth. Protect Garreg Mach Monastery from those despicable rebels.
Ooh! They have golems, and now we have to fight Catherine. I really don't want to do that. And Cyril, I could care less about.
Her enemies are my enemies.
Fuck. I hate that we lost the Death Knight. Losing Ferdinand sucks too. He actually was a very good cavalryman.
Is that all?
Or cavalier. Don't listen to me. Oh no! Alright, now you're gonna pay.
We must all do our part.
A change for the better. Nice try. Defenseless, are we?
I did what I had to. I will get stronger still.
Amazing.
Predictable.
I'll be fine. Pretty good, don't you think?
If you say so.
Oh, he restored one of his.
I'll protect Lady Rhea against anyone. Even if it's you, I'll fight you as hard as I can.
Oh, Black Hespar.
Thank you.
Lady Rhea, I couldn't fight hard enough. I'm sorry.
Soon, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
You weren't ready. I will get stronger still.
Oh. Catherine's gonna kill Raphael, and I'm not gonna like it. Let's take out this guy.
Sorry, don't know my own strength. Still got room to grow.
Admiration.
Okay, Bernadette, you can't reach anybody now.
I am Thunder Catherine, and
Nope,
I
she
will
went after
slay
Petra
all of
first.
Lady Rhea's enemies, including you.
Ooh!
I did not grab the victory.
This is the most L's I've received in a long time.
Too slow.
I may have to restart this entire fight. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Oh, shit. Okay, first...
Well done.
Yeah, bring her down a bit. Actually, you can take care of her right here. There you go.
Lady Rhea, I'm sorry. Please, stay safe.
I love Catherine. This really doesn't feel good to do.
All is well, Catherine. You must not die here.
Oh, fuck. I don't have any. I need new lance. Ooh. Well, obviously it's better than what I have. Oh, I forgot you were down there.
I did what I had to. You fought well. We must all do our part.
Ha.
Seems I prevailed. I'm not at my best today.
I'll do my best.
For Lady Edelgard.
That is that. I did what I had to.
That should be all of them now, right? Other than Rhea. Take her down.
How dare you betray me? You worthless piece of garbage. I will punish you myself.
From that distance, I don't think so. Well, we took some bit mighty L's, but we got her.
I will not allow Garrick Mach or my mother to fall.
Excuse me? Of course I was MVP. Uh-oh. Do we have to fight her?
You will not be forgiven.
Hey, getting this for the thumbnail.
Professor, look out! The castle is crumbling. We must escape. Professor, take cover!
Professor!
Oh, we don't get a full-blown cutscene.
Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresfeld, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garrick Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.
And now we're officially in part 2.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape.
And this this time skip route is shorter than the other two.
It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne. Yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garrick Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
So why do the three houses fight? Well, Edelgard pretty much declares war.
How long do you intend to sleep?
And she wants the reunification of Fodlan and the destruction of the Church of Seros, and the other ones really don't.
Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours.
I mean, they are, if they know about the Church of Seros' crimes, they agree that they need to be held accountable for them, but not the way Edelgard goes about it.
It weeps, and even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering.
Because you got to remember, the three houses represent three separate regions of this continent.
Or rather,
or three countries in a continent. I'm still sweepy.
You are a complete and utter fool! Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river.
Garrick Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Seros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
5 years?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
The Millennium Festival?
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there.
Yeah, and?
Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
My students are waiting for me.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
"5 years ago to the day. If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival."
Halt! Who's there?
It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
I was sleeping.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared. Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone. Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe.
Thumbnail picture.
5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago.
I feel like it was like 5 minutes ago.
Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
I am.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
I really was asleep all this time.
Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all.
The Church of Seros.
Rhea, Sedith, the Knights, and the others are in prime condition. They've set up their base within the kingdom capital. The Immaculate One and her family have yet to fight on the front lines. However, we must eventually face and defeat them. It would mean a great deal to have you with us when the time comes. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
So is it different from the Black Eagles and Golden Deer, where you don't reunite with them in battle? Where it's just a cutscene this time? Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. You should check on their classes and weapons. Oh, that's right. We have Yuritsa now because he was free DLC.
Well now.
Yep.
That face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Hubert, you look even more like a vampire now.
It's me, Bernie. Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here.
Blue Lion's wife.
I can't believe it. Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
Ferdinand, you were the opposite of your dad. You got more hair.
Again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Is she like letting her head down in shame, or is she looking at Violet's boobs? We shall never know.
That we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor. It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished,
even to Hubert's, he could really use one.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom.
Man, we gotta kill Claude and them.
However,
that's gonna fucking suck.
That doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden.
Damn, we're going to that one already.
The monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne.
Oh, yeah.
If we can also take control of Daphne territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
Okay, we don't kill Claude right away. I think we're just going to kill Judith first. Dorothea would like to speak with you. I'm pretty sure I saw hers already.
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
So you found me out.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way.
Dorothea has my hair color and my eye color. I like that.
Story about when I was younger. I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Middle Frank Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
I won't let you be alone.
That's sweet of you, even if you are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
Man, if they could make you pick multiple partners, I would pick Edelgard and Dorothea in a heartbeat. A hymn recital? Why are we doing that if we're defying the goddess?
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Who knew I'd have an opportunity to show off my singing voice?
Yes, pray to the god that we're rejecting. Yes, Ferdinand, let's see how he's doing.
Take that!
You're fighting more intensely than usual.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
That's not true.
But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results, but all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
It's the journey, not the destination.
I appreciate that, but it is not enough to persuade me. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor?
Yeah.
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Here we are, finally in the war arc. Whoa, look at all those supports. Well, we may as well watch them. Edelgard and Bernadetta. Well, here we go.
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or even get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind.
I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too. You made quite a few friends at the academy, didn't you? I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery. I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours. No, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for! 5 years worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once! Ah!
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plans.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look! This flower's just about ready to bloom.
So it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
Oh, that was sweet. Oh god. My favorite vampire and his supports.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard
explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it. You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You're not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aide.
It's like as the support goes up, it gets worse.
Hey there, Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love Adie?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adie. Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
You completely misunderstand. Unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adie. That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adie.
And now for Ferdinand and Dorothea. Man, she hates him. I can't wait.
Just the right time. Care for one of these handmade treats?
My goodness, Ferdy. When did you become such a talented confectioner?
Oh, Dorothea, I am hardly an expert.
Nevertheless, you have managed to make some tasty-looking treats.
Well, it is the first time I have tried my hand at it. Honestly, there were several unsuccessful attempts preceding this batch. I made these pastries to solve that riddle you gave me. The reason you despise me.
Oh?
You said I was like a bee. The bee is a dutiful worker, just as I am. But the bee inherits a capacious home, with a wealth of honey. Similarly, I inherited my fortune. I did not receive it as a reward for my labor. I surmised that perhaps you'd feel differently about me if I earned something all on my own. That was my plan, to emulate your transformation from desperate pauper to successful songstress.
All on your own? Did you renounce your nobility? Give away your riches?
No, I made these. I obtained all the ingredients on my own, without anyone's help.
You mean, you got the sugar and the flour?
Yes. To earn the flour, I worked in the fields. To earn the sugar, I carried a merchant's wares.
Who did the cooking? You?
Naturally. I took on some extra chores in exchange for use of the kitchen at night.
I have to admit, that's impressive. Hey, it looks like you had a bit of an accident. Is your hand okay?
I burned myself a little while I was baking. Nothing to worry about.
Nonsense. That burn will scar you now. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Wait, Dorothea! You have yet to try my treats.
You should be fine now, Ferdy. Big shot nobles have to treat their bodies with care just like the rest of us.
There you go again. Noble this, noble that. Though you did say it with less disdain than usual.
Nothing gets past you. As it were, I may have reconsidered you a little.
You have reconsidered me? Finally! Just as I had hoped, we are becoming friends. Now then, I propose that we...
I only said I reconsidered a little. And you still haven't figured out why I said you're like a bee. Which is funny, because you look like a bee right now. Bye!
So, I am still a bee. A completely mystified bee.
I've already seen this one, we're gonna skip it. Bernadette and Linhart.
Or crimson, maybe?
May I suggest vermilion instead?
Vermilion? I know, I see it. You don't have to say it. I've got no talent at all.
I said nothing about your talent. I simply suggested vermilion over crimson. Do you know vermilion? It's just a softer shade of crimson. I believe it would... Oh, forget it. This is your artistic vision and I am but a meddler. I am going to read my book and leave you to your art.
No, it's fine. Say what you want to say. It's good advice. I'll use vermilion. Thank you.
Well, I'd best be heading back.
Phew! Finally done! I think.
All finished?
Please, don't look at it!
Everything looks a bit faded, doesn't it? Ironically, crimson may have been a better choice after all. The sense of distance on the petals is a little strange. Perhaps you should pay closer attention to such details as you paint. A preliminary sketch would do wonders. Still, forget my pedantic comments. You really do have potential. Bernadetta?
Idiot! Hopeless! Waste of time! Just burn the whole thing, Bernie! Break your stupid brushes and never paint again!
Huh. Perhaps I should have kept my thoughts to myself.
Jesus. I feel like I've seen this one too.
How did you know Dorothea was an orphan?
I hear she buttered up some noble and he enrolled her in the academy.
She's higher ranking than us lot. How disappointing.
I suggest ignoring them.
Lynn, don't scare me like
Oh, this is Linhart. Never mind.
You seem less
Obviously, I
scared than
haven't.
surprised, but that's quibbling, I suppose. As for those two gossips, unimportant. I suggest forgetting all about them and their petty words. Join me for a meal. I've been the target of a lot of gossip, and eating generally makes me feel better.
Don't pretend we're the same. If I could brush it off so easily, I would.
It doesn't seem particularly difficult. Where's the problem? Is this about your pride?
No, not even a little bit.
What then?
Lynn, please just go away. I want to be alone right now.
That's fine. But your life is your own business. It's not something that can be affected by the petty words of a stranger. Ah, sorry. I kept talking, didn't I? I'll stop now.
Please do.
Linhart and Petra. I thought it was Bernadetta and Dorothea for a minute.
For much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Hey, careful with that spear!
How did you find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say, the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work?
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
You
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste. I want you to use your power, Linhart.
And now for Petra and Caspar, yeah.
Caspar, that equipment is new. It is suiting. It suits you.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You get more strength each day. I do not want to be falling behind.
I'm impressed with how much stronger you've gotten too. More than I have.
No, Caspar, you are impressing to me. I want to be training with you.
Just hold on, Petra.
What is wrong?
It's your attitude. How can you act so casual around me? My father killed your father. You shouldn't be able to stand the sight of me. You actually hate me, right? That's fine.
I think I've seen this one.
Completely understand. Just be honest. Give it to me straight. If our roles were reversed, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I don't understand how you could.
You are not the one who did the killing, Caspar. Our parents had conflict, but we are not them. I have no worry about it. You should not either.
I don't need to worry? Impossible! I don't think I'll ever be.
You must. If not, the conflict will keep carrying on. If children cannot forgive, it will not ever have an ending. Is that what you are wanting?
Well, of course not.
Please, give it some thinking. I will be leaving now.
Alright, that's all the supports. Now, we must explore. Oh, first, certifications. Nah, I'm better off as the enlightened one. Ferdinand's good where he is. Linhart is ready to become a bishop. Whoa, look at him.
I passed? Well done, me.
I know Raphael's ready. A grappler. That outfit was always weird on him.
Yeah! I passed!
Warlock, Annette. I had you as that last time, so you're good.
It's up.
Sylvain, even though I've had him on a Junit, he's ready to be a paladin. And then I'm out of advanced seals. Sylvain and Raphael, I think, are the only characters.
Okay.
Oh, Dorothea as well, that I've had in every playthrough. I need to buy like 5 advanced seals. Wow, 45. Okay, so she's not quite ready. Ooh, that's right. I have Yuritsa now. Obviously, he's going to be a paladin.
Easy.
Alright, I don't use Anna, so I'm not going to really change her. Wait, is it worse than his starting class? Shit. Yeah, reclass him to the Death Knight, obviously.
This may be interesting.
So I just wasted an advanced seal. Fuck.
His Highness, the new king, is in the process of unifying the kingdom under his command. His powerful army has joined forces with the Knights of Seiros, who moved their seat to Fargus, and now they're presenting a united front against the Imperial army. They're our greatest enemy, absolutely.
Can you fight against your homeland?
I don't relish the idea, but there's no turning back now. For now, we should focus our efforts on the Alliance. The Kingdom and Church can come afterwards. Judith, who defends the Great Bridge of Myrden, is a formidable opponent. We can't afford to drop our guard.
God, the amount of dialogue variations there must be between all the characters depending on whose route you're in. Just the months of recording dialogue.
I need a favor. No. Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
Hey there. Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergles. I'm the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
5 years ago?
Yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello. I'm Fleisch von Bergles. It's nice to meet you.
Wait, is that the little girl that stabbed Felix's dad?
You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
If she is, I can't believe I never noticed
There
that.
were clashes with the Kingdom army near the Western Front. But this is the first time the Alliance army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent. But the Alliance army is pretty tough, too.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Seiros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly.
Oh my god, there's two gatekeepers.
Very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
So the nothing to report guy is, he's not here anymore.
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
Hey,
What do you require? Farewell.
Hey.
And we don't have to replenish there.
Hi.
A moment, please.
By making it's quite.
Okay. My father used to be a knight in service of the royal family of Fargus. For a time, he was at the monastery. But apparently, he's back in Fargus serving as a knight again. Which means, if I fight with this army, I'll eventually have to face my own father.
Does that frighten you?
Terribly. But I've accepted my fate. I'm ready for anything. Of course, if at all possible, I would prefer not to fight my father. This is the path I chose. I have no regrets.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
The major downside to streaming this now means I gotta do all the exploration and classes all over again. God, I hated that about this. You'd think I would like the exploration, but I really don't. Yeah, I do agree. The exploration got old for me on the second playthrough.
When the three of us sit together like this at the table.
Let me guess, we look as though we're plotting something wicked. You realize you're mostly to blame for that.
I kind of want to skip it entirely for the rest of this playthrough, but I think that's a bad idea. I think I gave up on lost items and just min-max where I'm going and what I'm doing. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing now.
Need something?
Oh, I gained no renown since. Wow.
Since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an incredible difference. I can't express how reassuring it is to see you.
Right. I was so surprised to hear that the faith of Saros was a sham. My eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
That's right, Edelgard takes the headquarters now.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled.
Yeah, I'm
by
wondering
your
if I should
support,
make him
teacher.
any of these
Thank
guys a
you.
wyvern because I have Bernadetta, Ignatz, and Ash now.
And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Allow me to brief you on
Of course,
the
you're standing in a
details
dark
of our
corner.
situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. I have a request for you.
Oh, then heart's right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the drills and then just keep going.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
Morning naps?
Yes. By the way, with Professor Hanneman not around, I've occupied his room. So I am well equipped to perform research on you. Isn't that exciting?
I want to go in the sauna with Yuritsa. Well, he doesn't man-spurt as bad as Raphael does, but it's still... he's still doing it. Man, he really likes the steam getting as intense as possible. Speaking of which, where is he right now? There he is.
You've survived. How very fortunate. Were you dead, I wouldn't be able to fight you. But you are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Or fuck you, depending.
Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it? The last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies. One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are. A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
I thought you might be at the monastery. That's why I made my way here. I decided to follow your path because I believed in you. Then you vanished. Now that you've returned, I have my guiding light once again. Welcome back, Professor.
There. Hopefully I wasn't on that too long. The Great Bridge Coup. The Black Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years prior. Amidst the joy, your forces prepare to invade Alliance territory. Oh boy. Manuela has a funny bit if you recruited her during Black Eagles. God, I wish I got her now. But I thought she would have stayed with Rhea. I thought all of them would, but I guess...
Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has
would Hanneman stay with Rhea too?
Church of Saros, and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire.
Dimitri didn't lose his eye.
As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Saros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House
Myra's to the
Regan's
west,
territory,
the west, east
she
of.
leads a march across the Great Bridge of Murden to establish a bridgehead.
I think Dimitri's going to lose his eye, though.
Thank you.
I think we will probably end up taking it from him. But first, we gotta go kill Judith.
Attack on the Great Bridge of Murden. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
What do you need?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago?
Those who slid in the dark?
They both served Lord Arundel.
He must be dealt with.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Saros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand.
Oh, you can see his other eye. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Thank you.
So, Hubie now kind of answers to us, too.
Thanks so much.
We've got to have a tea party with Yuritsa.
Thank you.
I want Yuritsa in, but who do I take out? And that we already have a warlock. You're going. Let's take a look at our map here. Yeah, this is the Great Bridge of Murden, alright. Oh, yeah! Okay, now I know where we are. Hell yeah, the Death Knights with Raphael. God, it's so interesting to see this from the opposite side. Alright, let's go.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
We're gonna kill some deer.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Ready for anything.
And he doesn't say who he is anymore. What was your name again? I keep forgetting. I forget if you don't say it every time I move you.
Put me in there.
I'll cut a bloody path. Her will demands it.
Stop picking up my fairy tale Princess Bondo. Yeah, he does look like the generic Prince Knight in Shining Armor. I don't think he'd have it any other way either.
For the Empire.
I'm awake.
You also call Hubert a vampire. Have you listened to the man talk at all? Hubert cannot have a simple conversation about anything without sounding like a pleasant, without sounding like a fucking cartoon supervillain.
Understood.
And you know what? I love that about him. Can you blame me for... And he now looks like a vampire, but I wouldn't be shocked if he turned out to be one.
Leave it to me.
When you get higher in Hubert's support, you see that beneath the menacing evil visage, there's a human being. Yeah. I'm starting to see that a little bit, especially just from how much he's begging me to work with him. Like he said from the bottom of my heart like several hundred times now, so he must be desperate for me to like him. I still think the whole supervillain thing is funny. Yeah, I'm not complaining about Hubert trying to come off as an evil villain. I fucking love that about him. Okay, not quite yet. Ooh, I can get you.
Did you think I'd let you go?
I found strength in adversity.
Still here.
Allow me to demonstrate. I must lead them well.
Yeah, I can go around them.
If I live, I fight.
Foolish.
Yeah, let's send them this way.
Back to the fray. Not so fast.
I know he said not so fast, but like my brain heard Mass Effect. Oh!
Not ready to die, just...
That was not what I wanted to happen.
Delightful.
Alliance General. I think that would have been Ignazi if you hadn't recruited them. Yeah, probably.
A waste of time.
Little overkill for 1 HP, don't you think, Bernie?
Bernie's unstoppable. Only the strong survive.
You're better than I thought.
And the weak ones, well, just ask him. Is this a bad idea or not? Let's find out.
I'm continuing to improve. It seems simple enough.
Another victory.
Need to...
Thunder.
A flawless plan.
Ah, you got me.
I cannot die.
Well, Leone's dying. And so is that guy.
Judith! I'm so glad you're safe. Claude sent me here with reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with orders from that false leader?
Because you're from the smallest noble house in all the Alliance, you whiner.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Well, Raphael can use it.
Doesn't matter.
Not who I wanted to use it on.
Leave it to me.
I will prevail.
Understood.
What's my strategy? It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry. I'm stronger than before.
Judith! No! Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Well, that was fast.
My thank you so much.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its home.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting. But with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
We still have an hour left in the stream, so I could probably get another chapter done tonight. Dare I say we could finish this game tomorrow night?
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Yeah, I think in the exploration phases, I'm just gonna do the quick training and nothing else.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He's hot. He would be a good king.
Interesting. I've never thought of him like that. However, I know you have a keen eye for potential. After all, as leader of the Leicester Alliance, he has managed to protect his entire territory all this time.
How has he done that?
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that
No. I gotta kill him.
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle. But I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation
Alright, good night,
has
Kokolo.
changed drastically.
I probably got
They
one
can
more
no
chapter in me and
longer
I'm done.
extend their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
Maybe two.
House Regan is not only Claude's
I might go a
house,
bit longer
but
tonight
also
so I can
the
get this
flagship
done, as
of
close
those
to done as
who oppose the
possible.
Empire
So we
within
could probably
the
finish it
Alliance.
tomorrow.
If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Let's go.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
It's Ingrid's birthday. Flowers. Ooh, someone can take a master exam? Oh, that somebody is me. Oh, with that sick-ass samurai outfit, too. But the enlightened one's better. I'm not gonna pass it anyway. Oh, I could use another Wyvern Rider. Hell yeah. Been having you do flying duty for like ages now, so yeah, why the hell not?
I have success.
Can I keep my class but wear that instead? I failed anyway. Oh well.
Not my...
Alright, we are just gonna do quests and training.
Professor! So, that means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy. I have a request for you. I'll take it.
In order to defeat a formidable foe, you must first learn who they are. How much do you know about the Alliance? The Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences, where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Farkas. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Farkas, you see.
Professor! So, that means we should press.
Yeah, the advanced drills, that's what they are. I was looking for the word for them.
Professor, I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins. Don't you? I wish it dearly. But few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Heya.
Got a favor to ask.
Hello.
Unbelievable.
No.
Hey!
What do you require? Farewell. Unbelievable. I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. The borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed soldiers.
What is it? I have no words for you. I have blades, and if you wish to cross them, I'll be more than happy to. Although you may not be. I was told not to, however. So I will hold off until the war ends. I have a favor to ask.
There is still more to learn.
Claude. Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to see that?
Well, I hate that you have to at this rate.
I'm getting the hang of this.
What? I hear Claude's earned himself a rather colorful nickname. He does whatever it takes to win. I like that. It will be especially satisfying to defeat him. I can't wait to see what his next move is.
To tell you the truth, I used to be a Knight of Seros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret and decided to join the Imperial Army. Ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
Yikes.
We're gonna go up against Claude next? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor. But it's not like I got anything against Claude.
Were you close?
Of course. Claude was the kind of person who would be instantly friends with anyone. I don't mind so much that we gotta fight him. I just hope he doesn't get killed.
Need something? See you again soon.
God, I have like no renown.
Hey.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Do you have time for a request?
Professor, since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
Everyone has a weak spot.
Yes, I will keep practicing more.
Okay.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother, but I will do my part, of course.
Well, may as well do some gardening.
Drew in far, so let's go for a leisurely visit someday. Promise?
This experience is critical.
Let's have a meal with two of the grumpiest people here.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
That looks appetizing.
I love to cook. What are we making today? That's so. I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything. Wow.
Finally done with the exploration.
Question for you.
The weak-willed care little for how they are governed, but Lady Edelgard wishes to open their eyes. How would you achieve this in her position? Lower taxes will make them appreciate you. The only way to help them is to educate them. The masses only understand fear. Show it to them. Lower taxes will make them appreciate you.
Understandable.
Hubert, you may be evil, but you know better than to tax the poor more than they already have been. I like you. My passion has always been for sorcery. With that passion and some more certain reason, I can be a powerful magic user. Yes. Under Lady Edelgard's rule, we shall eat the rich.
Let's put this to the test.
Fine, do another ham.
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Oh, I got more supports. Holy shit. Wonder if I should save these for the end of the stream. Oh god, it's Hubert and Bernadetta, support B. I'm not ready for this.
Good morning. The weather is nice today. So, it's really nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Indeed. Did you want something?
You see what I mean, guys?
I'm really sorry.
I can't accept your apology until I know what it's for.
Oh, good point. I'm sorry I said you were terrifying.
Is that all? I'm used to that. No apology necessary.
I know I'm a gremlin.
But you've been avoiding me since then, right? You even stopped doing your deathly grin.
Do you want me to do that some more?
I'm trying not to frighten you. Is there something wrong with that?
It's not working. And yes, there is. You can't quit talking and laughing just to try to make me feel better. That's not really fair. I need to master my own fear.
Is that right?
Yes. Right.
You told me not to forego laughing, so I laughed as hard as I could.
I fucking love
Is
this
it
guy.
helping to conquer your fear?
No.
Yes. I mean, someday it might. Maybe. I'm not ready.
Well, I tried.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're not even stronger than me. You've
Can't
got to
relate.
come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. But come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just fight?
Dodge their attacks, keep up the assault, then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
I won't argue with training. Let's go!
No, I don't think we should...
It's been 5 years. You've got to be at least as strong as I am by now. Come on! You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine. I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Caspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gonna go get some.
Is this my reminder to hydrate?
Huh? Hey, get back here.
Thanks, either way.
He got away.
I've seen this one. Seen this one. Although it's very good. And I have absolutely seen this one. Fuck you guys, we're really close! Crimson Flower is only 17 chapters long! I cannot wait to be done with this game. Even though I won't be until Cindered Shadows comes out. Do we have any paralogs? Yeah, but I don't want to do that one. I really, really, really don't want to delay this any longer. Let's just keep going. I'm not doing any paralogs I haven't done already. Supports be damned. I already know who I'm going for anyway.
Professor.
Oh shit, do I have nobody on exercises?
Practice is paying.
Yeah, I have nobody on group tasks.
Professor.
We had a great result.
I still need to improve.
I'm...
I'm gonna give a seminar.
Another skill refined.
It's starting to feel like a part.
It's almost time to depart. Are you ready?
Leave it to me.
A promising answer. Whatever happens, never allow your foe to see any weakness. We must pay close attention not only to Claude's schemes, but to the man himself. He's a master archer who wields the legendary bow, Fail Not. He won't fall easily.
Fail Not.
It's the relic of House Regan. That bow once belonged to one of the 10 elites. Professor, do you know the true story behind the legend? The relics were created by the hands of mankind. Saros collected them after killing the 10 elites. Saros manipulated the people of the world and defeated the all-powerful King Nemesis.
Thought he was corrupted by his power.
That's the history the Church of Saros maintains. In reality, it was little more than a simple dispute. Should the one leading the people of the world be someone with humanity, or a creature that can merely masquerade as a human at will? In the end, Saros was victorious. The Immaculate One and her family then took control of Fodlan. I know this because that knowledge is passed down from Emperor to Emperor. And that is because the first Emperor is the human who cooperated with Saros, allowing humanity to be controlled in secret. Perhaps it's fate that you can wield the sword of the Creator, just like Nemesis, the King of Liberation. And that very fate will lead you to use that sword to stand against those who would distort history.
Wow, it's like there's something happening every day now.
It seems they've set out from Garreg Mach. That's sooner than expected.
No,
Losing
Claude,
the
I don't want to
Great
kill
Bridge
you.
was a serious blow. So is the fact that Teach is still alive. On top of all that, Judith. I told her to run if things look grim. Damn it. So many people will die, and by my call.
And what of it? Would you rather turn tail and run back home?
Nadir, you're really getting on my nerves. Do you have any idea how much of the Alliance adores me and believes in me?
Well, I suppose it's quite a lot. Does that mean that...
Yes, the plan is a go. I'm counting on you, Nadir. We'll make a good show taking down those who would assault Deirdre.
People say our kind may not always win, but we never lose. Let's teach them the real meaning of those words.
Now then, let's see what you're made of, Teach.
Capturing Deirdre. After seizing the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Black Eagle strike force makes its way to Deirdre, the aquatic capital, where Claude awaits. Bye-bye to my bisexual awakening.
North of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, The Imperial army passes through the Allied territory of House Gloucester and invades the land of House Regan, which leads the opposition. They move to attack Claude in the capital, Deirdre, where the leader of the Alliance awaits their arrival.
The Master Tactician. This is gonna fucking suck.
Well, come back soon.
Here she comes, at long last. I've done all I can to prepare. Let the cards fall where they may. It'll be a true test of strength.
It seems Claude has blockaded the city and occupied the naval port.
If that is the case, he will have no choice but to engage us from there.
Yes, though putting myself in Claude's place leaves me with an unpleasant feeling. If we take over the port and close the entry to the city, Deirdre will be under our control. Each soldier should bear that in mind as they advance.
There are 3 gates which connect Deirdre to its naval port. Taking the city will be easy once we secure all 3.
That one, and that one. Enemies are meeting Alliance reinforcements in the front of the gates that lead to Deirdre. Defeat the enemies in front of the gates to stall the reinforcements. Great! So until I get rid of those guys, we're going to be fighting wave after wave after wave of enemies. And we're going to go kill Asithia first. That's a damn shame.
Put me in there.
For the Empire.
The crew I ran with first when I started this playthrough, I'm killing.
I will prevail. War fuels my body and mind.
Ready for anything.
Man, he really did stop saying it.
Leave it to me.
I do this for all of us.
Understood.
Now it's our turn, Elmira's elite. Strike the flanks of the Imperial army.
Uh-oh.
Those fangs and claws the Alliance fears so much will now be their salvation.
Leave it to us, kiddo. My undefeated streak will live on. Another chapter in my heroic saga.
That flag and banner. Is that the Almiran army? Ugh, you really did it, Claude.
This is no ruse. That is Nadir and Almiran general.
Take care of them quickly, especially those Almiran wyverns.
Don't expect me to go easy on you, because I won't.
Basithia, it was nice knowing you. And second thought, you killed Caspar.
All is going to plan.
Need to pull my weight.
Bow before Her Majesty! Did you think I'd let you go?
I'm gonna be pissed if I lose Hubert, like, now.
A laughable improvement, but it's something.
Nah, I'm not gonna. Well, if anyone's gonna put her down, it's gonna be me.
You are here as well, Professor? That is a shame. That's the last of my energy. If you're gonna kill me, make it
Wait, we can spare her.
fair warning though. I'll likely come back to haunt you. It's not like I've had an easy time of it after all.
You can persuade Lysithea to become your ally. What will you do? Persuade.
Want me to join you? The alliance is over no matter what. The only thing left is to place faith in you and Edelgard. There's still so much I have to accomplish. Thank you for the second chance, Professor.
Ah, that is so much better on my conscience. Fuck. Knowing that all that Lysithea has been through, I would have fucking hated to kill her.
For Her Majesty.
No, Linhart. Heal him, please.
I think.
If only progress didn't require so much work.
I'll cut a bloody path.
And there's Hilda.
You didn't forget about me, did you? Maybe you should just let me go. That's enough!
Oh!
I cannot die here.
Oh god! I'm getting whooped.
The Elmyran reinforcements keep coming. We should try to eliminate Nadir.
Professor, it's been too long. But now we're on opposite sides, huh? What a shame. I am not going to hold back. I can't let down my dear old Claude. Something to believe.
Yep, I killed Hilda.
It's been fun, Claude. Sorry to go so soon.
God, that sucks. I thought that if I sent Byleth after her, I'd give her a second chance, but nope.
Hilda! Why didn't you retreat? I counted on you retreating.
Even in her death, he still has something snarky to say about her laziness.
No chance.
Thank you. me!
Hardly worth the effort. I believe I can do more.
Is it too late to run?
Shit.
Still here. Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
You should have seen that coming. Gotta train harder.
No use. I work to grow.
Slow.
Damn it, we lost our healer.
No chance.
Your death is not in vain. It's not enough!
All this power just to survive.
For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
Foolish. Predictable.
This could turn the tides.
That took too much effort.
Marvel at our strategy. Did you think I'd let you go?
So, death grows more distant.
Each battle a victory.
We don't have the guts to resist anymore. Here, you can have this. Just please don't attack the city.
I never planned to touch the city. Our target is the Alliance and their leader, Claude.
To kill is to grow strong.
A little scratch won't stop me. Tread carefully.
This battle is your last. The only possible outcome.
Wow, amazing.
All is going to plan.
Witness rigid pride. No matter what.
Still in it.
I am unafraid. Your life ends. Child's play. So
I am nearing my limit.
That really helped. I'll be home again soon. Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
Leave it to me.
Sorry, it's
Nice.
gonna be like this.
Gotta get stronger. It's been 30-odd years since I first set foot on a field of battle. Here's a taste of my undefeated strength. Watch this! Sorry, kiddo. It seems we'll have to withdraw.
death grows more distant.
You've done enough, Nadir. Just stay alive. We'll meet again one day.
We have forced the Almiran forces to flee. I doubt they're expecting more reinforcements.
So I made all the Almirans flee, huh? Way to go, Yuritsa.
should have seen that coming. Sorry.
For the Empire.
I welcome pain. Shock!
Claude, I really hate to do this. I mean, I really freaking hate it.
Teach, you should have chosen me instead of Edelgard.
I did months ago.
Whining about it now, I suppose. Sorry, but I'll be taking the win today.
Oh, no. He didn't die. I think we kill him on Gronder Field, that's right.
Enough. You've bested me. If I die here, the Alliance becomes part of the Empire.
Do you yield then? You've never known when to give up.
Well, I can't just surrender so easily. I'm responsible for the others. If you're as smart as you seem, I bet you figured out why I was able to summon Almyran reinforcements. Wouldn't it be better to let me go and have me in your debt?
Spare him!
Thank you, Professor. And you, Edelgard. I'm truly grateful for your courageous decision. I will return your kindness one day. I promise.
Everybody, raise your voices in a victory cheer. Deirdre is ours.
Yeah, Yuritsa was the MVP. Hell yeah.
Hey, Teach.
Claude.
Settle down, will you? You're the victor, after all. I could have escaped, but I decided to say hi to Teach. Nothing to worry about. Deirdre has fallen and the Alliance has collapsed. There's nothing I could do to turn things around at this point.
You want me to drop my guard around someone who evaded detection by my soldiers? Impossible. Did you really risk coming here just to say hello?
I did. But mostly, I wanted to say goodbye. I'm leaving Fodlan.
Lend us your strength, man.
Lend you my... I knew I liked you, Teach. I dare say Fodlan would be a lot more peaceful without me around. Right, Your Majesty?
It's as you say. So long as you remain here, the faction of the Alliance that is against the Empire will continue to support you.
Too true. It's best if I leave this place altogether. I'll just have to find some other way to pay back my debt to you. All I ask is that you go easy on the Alliance. After all, no one there would dare defy you now. And please, treat my former classmates well. I've asked them to cooperate with you if I lost.
Wait, did your scheming include a plan for if the Alliance lost?
We killed Hilda.
You think too highly of me. It just seems that way now. Outside of Deirdre, most of the Alliance is unscathed and ready to join your superior strength. In all honesty, I was hoping to become a supreme ruler and lead Fodlan to peace myself. But that won't be happening now.
Claude.
Good luck to you, Edelgard.
We crushed him in battle, and yet... he really is difficult to understand.
Lady Edelgard, Deirdre is now completely under our control. As planned, the Alliance's affairs will now be overseen by Count Burgles.
My father is coming here? First west, then east. You sure keep him busy.
Should the others return to the monastery and prepare to face the kingdom?
Yes, thank you, Hubert. Thanks to all of your efforts, our battle with the Alliance has reached its conclusion. However, we still can't afford to be careless. We must now join the battle against the kingdom. With the strength of the Church on their side, they will prove to be a formidable enemy. More than ever, your support is invaluable. We'll need it in the days to come. But for now, let's enjoy our triumphant return.
Let's get to it!
I'm so happy that the end of the fighting is near. Too bad there's still more violence to come.
The Kingdom and the Church of Seros are worthy for fighting. I will crush them into very small pieces.
Crushing wouldn't yield a lot of pieces, but I guess it would get the job done. With the Professor, we can't lose. Probably.
Oh no. Are we fighting Lady Rhea? But she's scary. And she'll be really angry. But no way she can stay in her spooky beast form all the time, right? If she could, she would have come and attacked the monastery as many times as she wanted.
It may be wishful thinking, but perhaps it is a power that she can only access when the situation is dire. But whether she is the Archbishop or the Immaculate One, we cannot be stopped. Half remains, but half is finished. We are certainly moving forward.
No one can stop us from pushing forward. No one.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Pegasus Moon. Tempest of swords and shields. With Deirdre under Imperial control, the Leicester Alliance ceases to exist, and its remaining lords ally themselves with the Empire. The Black Eagle Strike Force, having now conquered all of Eastern Fodlan, confidently moves to invade the kingdom.
And that concludes Count Burgley's report. Just as Claude said, the old Alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, knowing him, there is no telling what manner of poison could be waiting within. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the old Alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Understood. As for the kingdom, as we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Bladed, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier, and Karen. We have allies who are close to some of those lords. Perhaps that can be used to our advantage. Persuasion by tears or threats. Perhaps one would consent to act as a hostage. We must make good use of the tools given to us.
What about House Row in Arian Road, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
I see. Then it might prove too difficult to strike Ferdiad right away.
Either way, when preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher. Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you?
I kind of did. Are you okay?
Of course I am. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Are you sure about that?
I told you it was nothing and I meant it. It's just... well, there was a rat. I don't enjoy the company of rats. I believe I've told you about this before. About when I was held captive beneath the palace. There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just...
What's that?
What? Oh, Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now, whatever you do, don't look this way.
I already saw it.
Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
I don't have A rank with her yet. Chapter 15. We only have 3 chapters left, and I think this is the best place to stop for tonight. So thank you all so much for watching and joining. If you like my content, please give me a follow or like or whatever on whatever social media there is. I'm MugiwaraJM pretty much everywhere, with the exception of some places where I'm MugiwaraJM. Sorry, Mugiwara_JM, and Facebook on MugiwaraJJM. And if you like my gaming content specifically, all of my archives of these streams go up on MugiwaraJM Plays on YouTube. And for even more gaming content, you can check out Super Bonus Round on YouTube and socials. That is my Let's Play channel that I do with my friends, where we play games that at least one of us in the crew, that usually includes me, had never played before. We are currently going through the end of Banjo-Kazooie. We're playing Resident Evil 4 and Star Fox Adventures. We're planning on going through Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind soon, I just don't know when, as well as some other games that are in our backlog. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your night, depending on when and where you're watching this, and I will see you tomorrow night for, possibly, hopefully, the finale of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I cannot wait to finally be done and never have to record playing this game ever again. I want to move on to other shit. So, once again, I hope you all had fun, and I hope you'll all come back tomorrow night for another round of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the Crimson Flower route. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys another time. That another time will be actually tomorrow. Alright, I've talked long enough. Bye-bye.